What's up, guys? It's Josh here with FlukeDigitalMultimeter.net. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Fluke multimeters and why you might want to get one, and if you do end up getting one, which one you may want to choose. Alright, so why choose Fluke is the first thing I want to talk about. They're the top brand in the industry. You may already know that if you've done any research on multimeters or if you've had one in the past. They're quality and they last a long time. Personally, I've had one that lasts for 3 years and I've never had any problems out of it. They have good reviews all across the web. Okay, so you go to any website, Amazon or any other website, and generally you'll find that Fluke products all have good reviews and they all work really well. Okay, and they've been in business since 1948, so you know they're trustworthy and they know what they're doing. They make good products. Alright, so which Fluke model is for you? Okay, so it depends on how advanced you are. First of all, if you're just beginning in your profession and your career, you may not need as advanced of one that can measure things like continuity and frequency and resistance and all that. You may just need the basic voltage meter and things like that. So it really depends on how advanced you are as to which product you actually want to choose. Okay, and alongside that, what do you need to measure? I mean, different multimeters can measure different things, so you need to make sure that you analyze what you actually are going to be using it for before you make a decision. Alright, and how much are you looking to spend? Multimeters can range anywhere between $80 all the way up to $800, just depending on what you need and how much you want to spend on it. So the first model that I want to get into is the Fluke 115. Okay, it's the most popular model as searched by the most people online out of all of them, and let's go over just some basic features that you might be interested in to do with this model. Okay, so it checks capacitance, continuity, frequency, and allows you to do a diode test at all. Okay, very, very important if you're an electrician or thinking about becoming one. Alright, it's a true RMS multimeter. Okay, it gives you the most accurate measurements on nonlinear loads. Very, very, very important. Okay, measures 20A, and that's 30 seconds momentary, 10A continuous. Alright, and it has a large LED backlit screen that works with any poorly lit area. So if you're in a dark area and you need to do some testing on electricity, this is perfect because it's a really bright screen on the back. Now, this is the one that I actually own. I'm not too advanced. I just use it for basic testing on different things, but I've had great success out of this one. Like I said, I've had it for 3 years and never had any problems out of it at all. Okay, so generally this one costs around $200. I got mine, I think it was like $199 or something with free shipping. Okay, so it's not that bad. There's a lot of multimeters that cost $300, and for the most part this one has everything that you'll need for only $200, so not that bad. Alright, so the top rated multimeter, it's pretty expensive. Okay, it's a couple $100 more than the 115, but as Fluke claims themselves, this is their top-notch model. Okay, this is the big boy in the industry. Alright, so it has a live circuit detection, and that's a safety feature, obviously. It has an auto discharge of voltage, and that basically just gives you extra protection when you're testing high voltage lines and things like that. So it allows you to test AC and DC voltage, millivolts, AC, DC, milliamps, resistance, continuity. And so that's very, very important if you're doing any advanced electrical testing. You really do need to measure all these things. So it allows you to test for capacitance, the diode test, also has a temperature gauge on it, and allows you to test for minimum, max, and frequency. Okay, so all these things are things that if you're just beginning, maybe you don't need a lot of these, but if you're advanced electrician, then you may want to consider spending some extra money and getting an actual nice multimeter that'll last for a long time. Alright, so why would you choose digitalmultimeterstore.com? Okay, I'm in no relationship to these guys. I don't know them. I don't own the store or anything, but I can tell you this: they have free shipping on every order. So I've had to order multiple multimeters from this store, and every time I've gotten free shipping, and it's just been a really good experience. Okay, so fast shipping. These guys were able to get me my multimeter fast, and it really just was no hassle to me. I just put in my shipping address, and before I even knew it, my multimeter was already there and ready to go. Okay, so they have several distribution hubs all over the United States and major cities. So regardless if you're in the West Coast, the East Coast, or Central USA, they have a hub that's going to be somewhere around your area, so they can get you your multimeter faster than, you know, say someone that just has a warehouse on the West Coast. So they've got about 4 distribution hubs covering all of the United States. Okay. They have a low price guarantee. Now, this is very, very important because a lot of websites are going to overcharge you, and even if they have a low price, they're going to charge you a lot for shipping to make up for it. Okay, it's the old trick of the trade thing. Well, one thing I like about Digital Multimeter Store is that they offer free shipping on all their products, so you don't have to worry about getting marked up at the end of the process or anything like that. You pay what the price you see, the sale price you see is what you pay, and that's their guarantee. They're not going to charge you any shipping at all, and you'll have your multimeter fast. And you know, that's pretty much it. I mean, these guys are awesome. I highly recommend them. And you know, if you need a digital multimeter, if you need a Fluke multimeter, they also have other brands too, but I prefer Fluke. They're the top of the line. So you know, if you do need a multimeter, just pay a visit to digitalmultimeterstore.com and pick up one today. This is Josh with FlukeDigitalMultimeter.net, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope it helped you out a lot. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.